What is going on with all my kings out there, warriors, legends in the making, gods in training? Man, let's go. We're getting a little nature, getting a little grounding in, getting some fresh prana, moving it through the system. And I really just wanted to kind of give you guys an update, man. I'm currently 187 days God mode, man. Retention. I'm just kind of giving you guys kind of the not only the metaphysical, but just the overall experience of the transformation that this is happening with, and that I really would like to put you guys onto this, let you know that it's more than really just the benefits, but it's the alchemical self-transformation that is taking place within this process, within our, physically, mentally, spiritually, and getting back to our purpose, getting back to that inner alignment, equilibrium within ourselves. So man, I'm just feeling crazy strength at the gym lately. It's like these vital nutrients. We're not, when we stop relapsing, we stop spilling that. We absorb those nutrients back into the vessel, back into the organism. And I've always been really big on holistic. If you guys are interested in a holistic consultation one-on-one, man, I'd love to share my works. I would love to share my gifts. If you feel resonating with this frequency, feel free to drop a comment below, man, if we can get a consultation in. But that's basically the system that I'm creating, is holistic overviews, right? So we start energetically and we kind of go through the different layers of the aura. We go from the spiritual energetics, the mental body, emotional body, the physical body, how all this really is interconnected, right? So what is appearing physically as a quote unquote symptom or manifestation is really just a reflection of what is going on energetically. So if we can go energetically and transform it, we can also see the reflection on the physical. So there's something that I'm realizing on this path is understanding transmutation, transmuting these energies, having what these quote unquote flatline feelings are like. Before I went in the gym, I was feeling a little irritable, I was feeling a little down, a little poopy pants, not gonna lie. And then it's when you show up in that state, it's when you show up and you're like, fuck it, I'm showing up and I'm getting it in regardless. I feel fitness, the gym, all these other self-healing protocols that we're doing is a way to really transmute the energy. So it's not getting stagnant within ourselves. The sexual energy has a direction route up the spine, kind of circulating that mana throughout all your chakra systems. Letting, circulation, these are the three biggest keys that I'll put you, circulation, hydration, and oxygenation. Seeing things from a cellular level, a muscular system level, and how all this is really interconnected. That's why I love the holistic view of these things and kind of aiming us back to that holistic lifestyle. You also start to take your power back. You also start to feel just the freedom and discipline, right? The freedom and discipline. Discipline is going to be your best friend on semen retention. And in a way that I've kind of dealt with some of the female attraction is that I'm keeping my focus single pointed. I'm keeping my focus in a single pointed direction, like a laser beam, right? Like a sniper. So I recommend you guys get on this, because as soon as you slay lust, man, you reclaim your power, you reclaim your sense of self, that masculine, primal, raw, masculine, divine energy. And it's actually being more mindful and more genius of where you're really placing your attention, where you're really placing your energy. So it's like once you start to realize that, man, you're kind of the main character. I mean, this is what I'm feeling, bro. I'm really feeling this main character energy on God mode, where not only do you awaken and realize that you're really the creator of your experience, but you get to reinvent yourself. You get to kind of recreate yourself. You get to kind of shift your perspective just on all of this shit. You're like, damn, semen retention keeps you strong under pressure. It keeps you anchored throughout, different circumstances and extremes and shit. So it's like you become the danger on semen retention. You become the fucking lion, bro. You become that tiger. So I found a way to be, the bulletproof retainer. It was something I was speaking on. The bulletproof retainer and how to not relapse is really just keeping a chaste mind, mixing that purity and mixing that discipline and keeping your thoughts on lock, really taming your thoughts and mastering your mental, the mentalism, what they call in the Kabbalion, right? All is mind, right? The universe is mental. But we can apply this principle of mentalism and start to realize, man, that our attention is our currency. Our energy is our currency. So it's just a beautiful thing. So I recommend you guys, man, this is just flow state too. I'm not lying, bro. Like this, you will be in this flow state. You will be in this perpetual flow state of really just savoring the present moment. The anxieties, the fears, low self-esteem, the doubts, nah, bro. You keep retaining and you keep disciplining yourself, and you're walking on that righteous path, on that narrow path, man, universe is gonna have your back. And that's why nature is just a great tool to bring in this, just like grounding. It's a great tool. We're connecting our electromagnetic field to the pure energetic waves of nature, which is cleaning our aura out, filtering, bringing in those negative ions and getting all those free radicals, EMS, and all that other nonsense out of our systems. So just go for it. This is what I'm feeling on S. I mean, go for it. Make the video. Start the business. Put yourself out there. This is like, you know, in the Limitless movie. I don't know if you guys have seen Limitless. SR makes you limitless. It brings you into that limitless mode where you're kind of in this world, but you're not of it. You're kind of starting to see yourself as a creator. You're starting to reclaim your sovereignty back as that powerful divine masculine that is really within you, and blending the feminine, having complete mastery of masculine and feminine poles, just like nature does that. But I'd like you guys to know, the way that I stopped relapsing was just I just made a decision. I'm not doing this shit. I'm all in. You have to be all in. There's no lukewarm. You gotta be hot or you gotta be cold. You gotta have shit. You can't just walk up to the door and peek through you gotta walk all the way through the door, you know, on God mode. So just keep your mind in the right place. I mean, there's this tranquility that comes with really just kind of walking your path and seeing how this stuff really starts to unravel. You're able to express more. You're able to have that sense of spiritual authority, that divine integrity and authenticity. And that in itself is really abundant. So you start to just feel that abundance that you are. So this shit has been life-changing, man. I recommend you guys get into Sons of God. It's a brotherhood, man. It's been fucking amazing. All of us coming together, holding ourselves accountable. You know, Water Tiger Clan, that's kind of the water tribe that I created, that I was able to lead, was the Water Tiger. So Water Tiger shit, let's go. And it's seeing the deeper symbolism behind the Water Tiger. You know, being able to flow with the water, being able to have the depths, but also the claw, right? The ferocity, the strength of the tiger. That's what that represents, the resilience of that tiger. So you just all in all become a lot more fearless. You become a lot more in your own frame. You're not walking around all shaky. I'm just telling you guys, it's literally it, bro. Semen retention is going to really, it's going to keep your testosterone protected. It's going to keep your hormones in check. It's going to create this homeostasis. If anything, we are coming back to natural law. This is why a lot of you that are on this path are called in nature. It's in our DNA. It's really just innate within us, in our biology. So when we know thyself, we also know what to ignore. So just remember that. As far as it comes to the female attraction, I mean, it's a great way to actually, because I feel social stuff, the social effect of semen retention, it really helps with your evolution, man. It helps with your communication abilities. You're able to now be more eloquent in yourself, and you're able to actually just spark up conversations just genuinely. Your mind is not over-sexualized anymore. You're back. You're back. That's what it feels like. You're back, man. So keep walking this path. Realize that it's really the fucking, dude, it's the mojo. It's the source. It's the life force, the chi, the mana, the prana, right? So the more that we can keep walking this path, you build strength. You build strength slaying the demons. You build strength starting to discover yourself throughout this process. You're not really tripping on all these little things really anymore. So I like you guys to just know this. Stay on your discipline. Eat clean. That's what I'm working on right now, is that holistic coaching and consultation where I'm taking the abilities that I've worked on myself and just literally being a mirror. I'm not doing anything for you necessarily. I'm just a doorman. I'm opening the door and I'm walking up through with you like a bro. So recognize the breath and also perpetual presence. I'm seeing that's the key, man. No past, no future. Just got here. Being fully here now. What a power. And that's the core frame of charisma. The core frame of charisma, right? Creation's finished, right? Highly recommend you guys grab that book. Corrections Finished. What a beautiful book. The core frame of charisma is presence, right? Understanding your true self. Unconditional love, right? Formless, free, and unconditioned. So you just be there frequentially, and you will be there experientially, meaning the mirror, right? You have to be it before you become it. You have to be there in spirit before you are there materially or physically. So it's kind of as within, so without type of thing. But guys, this shit is worth it. You gotta know the downs, you gotta know the ups, but this all in all just makes you extremely fucking disciplined, man. It makes you strong as fuck. It makes you actually have the character, the mindset, the discipline, the strength. You understand female nature. You have discernment now. You have intuition now. You're able to kind of scan through the bull. You're able to kind of see through the veil and all this other nonsense. So start to be that shit now. It's all about your frequency. Master your frequency. Master your energy. That's the first step. Master your attention. Master your attention. Be conscious of where you're giving your attention, where you're giving your energy, and start to actually have that detachment to where you can observe something without being attached to it. Non-identification, right? It's like the more things that we're attached to and identifying with, the weaker we are energy. This is all about strengthening ourselves energetically. Strengthening ourselves energetically, consciously empowering ourselves, man. It's key to be empowered. I mean, the more empowered you are, the less, because this is what SR, I mean, it takes you out of these lower realms of consciousness. You're not living in your root chakra. You're not living in that animalistic cardinal state. If anything, this is like the art of resurrection. You're resurrecting out of that. And you're coming back into that higher nature, that higher blueprint of yourself. So go God mode. It's worth it. Go God mode, it's worth it. And it's usually the harder things are probably the best things. The harder it is to the ego, man, the greater it will be for the spirit. So that's just what I'm starting to recognize. You guys stay grounded. You guys stay on the path. And know that, man, everything's working out for you, bro, especially on this path. Especially if you're retaining and preserving your sexual energy, it's going to rewire the nervous system. It's going to kind of heal these things internally, kind of allow you to bring all the blockages, energetic things up. It's just going to bring to the surface. And it's going to bring to the surface for you to acknowledge it, for you to process it, and for you to release it. So letting go is also powerful. Letting go to let in. Reclaiming your masculinity, reclaiming your authenticity. You guys got this shit. Just wanted to pop out real quick. Retain for the gains. The more you blow, the less you glow. But the more you retain, the more value you reign. Don't forget that. We got the moon out. Let's get this, family. Vision to fruition. Tap in.